Hello friends. So today we will discuss about most important part of SQL, that is SQL syntax. So in our previous videos we have already seen introduction to SQL, how we can create tables in SQL, and today we will discuss about SQL syntax. SQL syntax is nothing but a unique set of rules and guidelines which needs to be followed while writing SQL statements. So most of the action that we need to perform on our database are done with SQL statements, and they consist of keywords which are very easy to understand. As we move forward with our understanding of SQL, more commands of SQL, we will see that they are very easy to understand. They are not very difficult to understand. For example, the following SQL statements return all the record from a table named marks. So if you have seen previous videos, we have created one table named marks, and if we execute this particular SQL statement, we will get all the records from this particular table known as marks. So basically whenever we use star means everything. So whenever we are using a star, that means everything, and when we are saying select star, it's basically saying कि marks वाली table में जो भी data है मुझे दो. That is the basically meaning of star. You can also see this the same thing from SQL Management Studio. So in our previous videos we have created this particular tables known as marks, and if we run this query or execute this query, you will get entire data, entire table. So there were 5 fields: name, physics, chemistry, maths, class, and 8 records. When we are executing this query, it is giving us the entire data. So basically that is the meaning of star. And this is a SQL statement, and syntax is basically the guidelines, or you can say way that we write a statement, particular statement. We can't write select from marks and star, not. We are writing in a particular manner only, and that is known as SQL syntax. A database most often contains one or more table, and each table is identified by a name, and it contains record with data. So this is the table that we have created, and we are discussing this same table from our first video itself. It has 5 value: name, 5 fields: name, physics, chemistry, maths, and class. These are fields, and these are 8 records which are containing values against all these fields. So basically this is a selection, below is a selection from marks table that we are using in our examples. One very important point that we should note here is that SQL keywords are not case sensitive. This is very important. So, for example, if we know this particular basically feature of SQL, we will not be confused while writing certain queries. So SQL keywords are not case sensitive. Whether either we are writing in a smaller case or we are writing in larger case, they both mean same in SQL. Some of the most commonly used SQL commands. These are some of the most commonly used SQL commands that we used in our day-to-day operations. For example, select statement. So in order to retrieve result set of the stored data from a database table, we use select statement. And then we have update command. When the stored data in a database table is outdated, for example, this is the table that we are having, and there might be a case that Tony is not studying in class 10th. Tony is studying in class 11th, and that needs to be updated. So when the stored data in a database table is outdated, and that needs to be updated without having to delete the table. We are not deleting the table, we are just updating certain records. Then update statement is used. Then we were having a delete statement. So without deleting entire table from the database, we can delete certain rows from a database. It will not delete entire table. So if we want to delete entire table, in that case we have set different command, and that is known as drop. So delete will only delete certain record from a database. It will not delete entire table. Then we have insert into. It is used to insert data into database table. We have already seen in our first video. So create will create the table, and insert will insert the values against those fields that we have given while creating the table. So we have given 5 fields: name, physics, chemistry, maths, and class. And we can insert values against all these fields by using the command insert into. Then we have create statement. It will create a new database. So to store data within a database, we need to create it first, and this is very necessary to individualize the data that belongs to an organization. Then we have elder database, which it modifies the database. Then we have create table. It we have already seen how we have created table, alter table, drop table. So there is a difference between a drop and delete. Delete will not delete entire database. Delete will only delete certain record from our database, whereas a drop will delete a table. So there can be a confusion certain at certain time, that while we are thinking that we need to delete the table, we might think to use delete command, but no, delete will only be used while certain records needs to be deleted from database, whereas drop will be used when we want to delete a table. Then there are create index, drop index. So it create an index, drop index will delete an index. So index we will discuss in our subsequent videos. So the point is that these are some of the most common SQL commands that we will be using in our day-to-day data analysis, and we will be creating little by little videos on these all these SQL commands. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoy the video and gain certain understanding about SQL syntax. In case you have any confusion, any you need any clarity on any of these commands, you can ask in the comment section, and we will be discussing about select a statement in our next video. For the time, take care. Thank you.